you hear this all the time with investing in California. It's not landlord friendly.
Mhm.
There's too much risk. The
Mhm.
deals that you're not going to cash flow.
Yep.
So, but you're investing in San Diego.
Oh yeah.
How is it that you're investing in San Diego and everyone says California is, you're an investor, you do it for a living. I figured we want your point of view.
I would say this. I've had a deal go bad. This is a learning lesson for someone.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
So I have an 8 unit in Pacific Beach. Rents were really low. I bought it at the worst time possible. It's July 2022. I go under contract. It's the biggest deal I've ever bought. 3.85 million. I'm on top of the world. I'm like, I can't believe I'm getting this. I was coming off a high of closing a 2.5 and a 3.3 all in Pacific Beach. So that was a total of 7 plus 5 plus 8. All in all, 20 units. I'm super excited. But the first 2 went well. We made money. The last deal, the 8 unit, the rents were really low and I got into some bad debt on it. It's been a learning experience for me because the tenants' rents are really low and I can only bump it 10%. They don't want me to remodel them and my hands are tied. I can't do anything with that deal except add ADUs. That's the upside still is I still have the ADU play by the beach. I'm adding 6 ADUs there. It's all good. It's going to be okay. But right now it sucks because I'm going through it. Now, I'll finish with this. If you're in San Diego and you have like 8 tenants, that's 8 potential issues that could arise. Now, if I buy a nice little 2 unit or a single family home and with a big backyard where you can add the units, that's a better play in my opinion.
I like that. That's actually, so I always believe like starting small, there's more risk that that you're exposing yourself to.
Yeah.
Is when you start small. Because when you get into these bigger projects and it's hilarious, I'm like, you have no experience. The bank is going to absolutely just destroy you. Like you have no experience.
Yeah.
That's why partnering up makes so much sense. So what was not raising the rent? So I went to a recent event. It was talking about rent control and that it's a huge turnoff for investors and investors are the ones that are building housing. Like they're the ones that are getting it done, which is like, if you sat back and thought about it, investors don't get the credit that they deserve, but they're the ones that are creating better housing.
Yeah.
So why aren't they getting the credit that they deserve? And why do we make it so hard instead of making it easier? Like I'm a huge Jordan Marks fan. He's like, dude, let me make it easier for builders and investors to build.
Yeah.
So we have more housing and that solves.
Yeah. There's like the stigma with real estate development.
You're laughing. I mean, it's hilarious, right?
Yeah. It's like
you can't raise the rents.
Yeah.
How does that make any sense?
Yeah. It's unfair.
How much below market are they?
Okay, we're talking on one of the units, it's like $1,300 for a 2-bed, 1-bath in PB. The remodeled unit, I'm getting about $4,200 per month in rent, so significant. Yeah.
And how come you're comfortable? So some might say, how is $4,200 reasonable rent for?
Yeah, the guy who actually rents that from me, he makes more money than I do because he's doing Airbnb arbitrage there. So like I could get more than $4,200 if I Airbnb'd it, but I choose to, I'm trying to build something much bigger. So to focus, oh man, I just had an idea. Backyard B&B, that could become an Airbnb arbitrage business. I wouldn't want to run that. It's a small little sliver of everything.
Right.
I'd want to find an operator who could do it. And so that's one thing I've realized as I'm starting a lot of companies. It's read this book called Who, Not How. There's the visionary and an operator. I came up in the world as an operator. I've learned a lot, but I think I'm more of a visionary. I have ideas, but I don't like to be the one doing all the grit work. I like to empower people and build them up, build these leaders and see them. I get joy seeing them grow up and learn.
If you enjoyed what you saw, like, share, comment, and forward to someone that this will bring value to. Thank you so much for all the support. We appreciate it.